evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is my friend Heather, and we are the Crones at a new time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's been a very different day, hasn't it? Getting ready.
Absolutely.
Hi, Diane.
Hello.
It was kind of fun today.
Yeah,
I did rearrange when I feed the dogs so I can have time to prepare for the show after walkies.
And I rearranged when I walk my dog so that she wouldn't have to go out while we're doing the show.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Because that was her normal time to go out. Hey, Laura Hammond Davis. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you guys made it to our new 8 o'clock time. That is really fun.
Yeah.
So you've thrown some cards as you normally do. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, it took me a while to start with because our prayers on this one's mostly green tone, so you can't see it. I don't think even a card behind it can make any difference. Anyway, we are involved in our prayers, and they say the things that get lost or the things that sometimes get in our way are mediumship. And I thought about that for a long time. And as I was going through the rest of it, it finally got to me. And mediumship doesn't mean mediumship as we know it. This mediumship is listening to everybody else, whether it's our own group or others, listening to other people, or whether they're on the same path as we are or not, can't interfere with our prayers. Because when we listen to them, we may not always get the right information.
Right.
While we're doing all this, our spirits, our souls are still being the caretaker. And not just the caretaker of others. It's caretaking us. They're helping us. And of course, our humans are busy trying to, as you know, we go through so much, and then everybody says, write it down, write it down, write it down. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to write it down. The humans trying to get this all recorded, at least in their brains, of what's going on. But they said, go back to your knowledge. Go inside. Go to what you know. And you're going to overcome those other words that are coming up and getting in the way of your prayers. Like don't dream too big or things like that. Go to your knowledge, because when you go to your knowledge, then you make the contact that you want to make, and your prayers get where you want them to go.
Interesting.
So
I just want to say hi to Patricia Franzino. I haven't seen her for a while. Lovely to see you.
And nice to see it's filling up. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. And Anthony, we won't be doing readings for a little while, but at the end of the show we will. So I've starred your name that you need a reading. And Miss Jenny, hello. How are you this evening? It's so interesting to be on at this hour of the day or evening.
I didn't know what to do with myself because my day is usually broke right in the middle. So I have a certain amount of time I can do something in the morning, and a certain amount of thing, once we got done, then I can go do that.
Exactly.
And I'm like, whoops, that's not the way it is. Now what?
Yeah, but it went really interesting. It was fun anyway. It was a fun day.
It's more cohesive.
Definitely more cohesive. So I'm kind of liking that. Did I break off the end of what you were going to say in the card reading? I didn't mean to.
No.
Oh, okay.
If there's anybody that has a question about it, that's fine. I was just saying that, when they're talking about mediumship, it's not just mediumship as we know the word. It's just somebody who's telling you stuff.
Right. Even if it's part of the matrix speaking at you.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now, this was the
programming, basically. So welcome everybody to our 8 o'clock time slot. I'm really excited about this. So we're going to get started. If there's anybody new here, let me just go ahead and say what we normally do, that Heather and I are just two crones sharing our spiritual journey experiences. Please don't judge, just take what resonates and leave the rest. We were guided to start this channel to share our journey and experiences, and that the hope that it will help you all, others out there on their journey. So thanks for being here and being part of our journey, because we have certainly been learning over the last 2.5 years that we've been here. And I hope that we can all learn and grow in love and compassion together on this crazy trip on this planet Earth. Woo!
And I personally don't expect you to remember everything, because I don't. Anytime I really want to know something, I go back to what we found. There's oh yeah. So, don't be afraid to move back and see what we've done before.
Some of our other shows, like we just did one yesterday with the Wisdom Circle on Christ consciousness. And we had a little visit from the man himself.
Yep.
And I haven't rewatched it, so I have no idea what he said. And I can't tell you what he said, because I never remember when I'm channeling something like that.
Yeah, when we were together, she would channel, I would write.
Yes, Heather would always document. So, hey, White Dragon, lovely to see you. And Aaron, lovely to see you too. Shower lurking. Okay.
And I'm glad that you all can stay just as long as you can stay.
Yeah, because
come back and watch
you can always watch it later if you find any of it interesting. So I guess we can get started. DNA, it's this, in its simplest expression, is the interface between the etheric, source, God, and physical form. Never really thought about where DNA came from before I read this. Everything on this plane begins in the etheric realm before it progressively solidifies into physical form. Crystalline DNA originates in the non-physical or quantum realm, as it is far greater than simply a biological entity. As past trauma and outdated belief systems are healed, the flow of love is restored in the body, leading to an organic transformation of the DNA. The traditional biologic foundation of carbon-based two-strand DNA gradually merges and expands into a quantum crystal-based 12-strand DNA and beyond. The gradual emergence of crystalline DNA results in the transformation of the physical body from a 23,000 gene expression into a 144,000 gene expression, the full capacity of the light body.
Yep. And this underlying structural shift creates the foundation for illumined human consciousness to reside in the light body anchored on Earth. The crystalline DNA is being birthed on this planet to serve the evolutionary plan for Mother Earth and to make her ascension along with humanity into greater dimensions of love. The higher vibrational transfigured human body based on love represents a new species of human luminous. And there are 3 key prerequisites for this transition to unfold. The first is allegiance to love, a commitment of the heart. Okay, I'll read what I have and then I'll read the slide. As we progressively replace judgmental internalized indoctrination with the voice of heart, we discover authenticity, integrity. I love my mouth. Let's start that again. Judgmental internalized indoctrination with the voice of the heart. We discover authenticity, integrity, inner peace, and ultimately freedom. So, since heart coherence forms the foundation of crystalline consciousness, one of the main keys to making this transition seamlessly is simply to make a profound commitment to the heart. Progressively releasing the addictive tendency to figure things out mentally will be replaced gradually by the simplicity of feeling and guidance from the heart. As we progressively replace judgmental internalized indoctrination with the voice of heart, we discover authenticity, integrity, inner peace, and ultimate freedom. The second one is balance of the masculine feminine polarities within the self-love. It holds the key to unlocking humanity's potential for evolution into crystalline consciousness. Our habitual patterns of self-judgment, self-denial, rejection, victimization, and abandonment that have only served the illusion of separation are gradually replaced with practices of self-love, which include self-forgiveness, self-compassion, self-responsibility, self-commitment, integrity, appreciation, and gratitude.
And gratitude. It's interesting. These are very similar to what we talked about yesterday as the Christ consciousness. It's pretty much the same.
But they're interrelated.
Yeah, all very interrelated.
Yeah, the DNA and Christ consciousness are interrelated.
Okay.
So the third one is purification of the physical body, healing current and past lives. The clearing, healing of all past life trauma and ancestral patterns is necessary to purify the physical body. Many of our behaviors and beliefs are unknowingly based on patterns developed as a result of an attempt to avoid the pain of past life trauma. So as we clear these barriers, the flow of love and connection is restored, enabling access to our divine birthright of expanded wisdom, knowledge, and love.
Wow.
And in here it says the body begins to heal as the lower vibrational states of disease, victimization, and lack melt away.
It just shows you how important shadow work is. All right. I think this evolution clears a path for crystalline DNA to come into full expression in the body. We have two strands of DNA and DNA that is dormant. As we awaken, so too does the collective. Dormant strands will eventually turn one by one, with 12 strands of DNA later to emerge. How quickly this happens depends on our collective awakening. Ascension is the spark that sets in motion for our dormant DNA to wake up, arise, and reach those higher dimensions. Our soul is behind the steering wheel. Ascension tells us that besides the DNA changing, so does the body. Dense in cellular structure, our awakening transforms and the density dissolves. Our carbon-based bodies will gradually become crystalline and provide room for more DNA. The body can no longer be dense and heavy.
And I was going to say, because it was in a film type of thing, I didn't include it, but that if you go online and look for things, they have somebody showing in the crystalline body how the crystals are in the fingertips and things. And you can see that. I thought I might have sent it to you, but if I didn't, I'll send you that one. But it's one that you have to play, and there was nothing we could do with it there. But
right.
And it just showed that the body actually does become more.
I'll share it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'll make sure you got it.
Okay.
Okay, the body is prepared.
Oh, wait a minute. I love this by Laura. Wonder who's going to be the first one to walk around naked in naked crystalline form. You know, I bet we don't even care at that point.
I'm not sure that we will.
I don't think we'll even think about it at that point.
But I get the impression that we can be crystalline and etheric, or we can be in the human body, but it's going to be much lighter. So it's the impression I get is we can use whatever way we want to go.
Cool.
The body is preparing to hold a new light frequency and an increased vibration to reach the higher dimensions. Higher vibrations are created from love, not ego. While ego is heavy, the lower dimension, that's where ego's at. And for the majority of the time, our bodies can remain in 3D. Our soul's frequency connects to the higher dimensions, similar to the way our phones connect to 5G. It is frequency that our body will need to attune to, like retuning a guitar If it's out of tune, you got to get it up to the right frequency to get it in tune. It's how the soul grows. It chooses an experience that will awaken all that is asleep within you. The retuning builds the connection to the different dimensions at different times. And depending on the activity the body and the soul are doing, the new activity strands create a circuit of cells, energy, light, and love consciousness.
I love that. It just sounds so beautiful. I just want to be
I
here.
know.
When?
You
know, that'll be so interesting. And I'm with Hypnicity. I'm with Hypnicity. I want to be whatever shape I want to be. You know,
well, that would be nice.
I think you would be. I think you would be. I think you can be anything you want once you hit that other side.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you can be whatever you want.
Anyway, these cells run individually, but also together to hold and store information more than they have ever held before. The new strands of DNA are innate and they are conscious. That consciousness will guide the body to heal and repair itself when needed. The new strands of DNA are, oh, I said it twice, sorry.
Oh,
when the time comes for, I did too. When the time comes for our bodies to be attuned and ready, they will hold the highest light and vibration of those higher dimensions. They will hold the vibrations of the universe. We will become connected to all that is as we are now, but in a much more profound and blissful way. I like blissful. Blissful sounds really good.
And crystalline is a new set of codes that our DNA seeks to integrate. A combination of old energy and new energy our body will absorb from the sun. So we're integrating everything. Ascension and our evolution as a more crystalline body are similar to a light switch on your wall. Yeah, and that saying reminds me of the movie Arthur. IRL, instant on, IOL, instant on lighting, flip the switch, instant on lighting. Anyway, within us, a part of us is turned on. A higher vibration of energy within the body is needed to connect to source energy. Ascension strengthens our connection to the planet Gaia, which is a living soul, and to be tuned with the energy and love that she provides us all. And through this process, more knowledge of who we are is presented to us for our learning. The higher self is given more room to expand and sit in the driver's seat of our life. And becoming more crystalline means we live more from the heart than the head.
We learn through our experiences when we speak from the ego or the heart. When we choose to voice our truth, it is in our alignment. When we have our thoughts and actions driven by the ego, we are out of alignment. The path to ascension gives us the lessons to initiate soul growth. We house a multitude of codes within our bodies called light codes that drive us forward and open our consciousness to a new world that only we can create, but also one that has always been with us. We evolve and gradually become multidimensional beings because of the light that resides in us. And the light we show others through love, compassion, and service, not only for ourselves, but for the collective. Our human DNA is a divine co-creation involving many star races which developed over millions of years.
Yep. And we continue this galactic lineage of DNA development, activating even higher possibilities during the ascension window. The unique qualities of crystalline DNA are still unfolding. Our coveted DNA structures allow for a pure experience of source and creator while in a denser form. We utilize crystalline DNA as a gateway to a new experience because it bridges dimensions and densities. The frequency of Christ consciousness shines through crystalline DNA, allowing the experience of ascension in form. We honor our natural progress as we ascend and activate the DNA. The torus field of the heart, energy, bodies, and DNA expand and contract like a balloon, easing us into a higher consciousness. And we talked about that yesterday, where sometimes we go forward and sometimes we recede. It's like breathing.
Yeah. We follow the ascension process to assist the mental, emotional, and physical levels to stay balanced and centered. Proven methods for DNA activation are heart coherence. Choose, intend, visualize, and practice a heart-centered life. Love is all. Direct your heart to emanate love, and your reality will follow. Meditation. Cultivate a peaceful, calm state for activation and reconnection. Commands decrees, the long honored tool of using intention and voice to activate and expand the consciousness, form, and fields for ascension. Feelings, genuine forgiveness, gratitude, non judgment, divine neutrality, pure intention, and authentic desire to be of service to others. I think. And detoxification, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional detox.
And then we have nature. Empowers the bioscape and handles evolution. It says eat live organic food and activated water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't always do that. Marcus, hi, MEJ.
And then we have nature. Sunlight, earthing, get in nature's body of water. In other words, go swim. Be in the crystalline charge of Gaia's new grids to align your fields and heart often. Getting in, I've got to tell you a story about getting into natural bodies of water. I used to camp every weekend, because it helped keep me sane after teaching all week. And I would go hiking, and if I went one direction, there was one waterfall, and then went another direction, there was another one. But if I went to the one, there was a great big pond that it got into, and I just kept being told, get in. So I'd get in, and it was only about 4 or 5 inches or 8 inches deep. And of course, all the fish wanted to nibble at whatever's around, but I just sat in it, and I could actually feel the energy coming in. So yeah, getting in nature's water. Yes.
Well, think about how the pool in Key West was.
Yeah.
Every time we would get in that saltwater pool would just chill you out so fast.
Yeah. Right.
Saltwater is really a good one for sure.
And then we have frequency. I love this.
Solfeggio.
Thank you. Those kinds of tones.
I love
High
it.
vibe music, vocal toning, singing bowls, tuning forks, and light language with the intent to activate DNA. And I got to tell you, I found a singing group that just sends me every single time I listen to them.
Oh, they're lovely. What is their name again?
Mezzo.
Mezzo. YouTube.
Yeah, Mezzo of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Mezzo Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Hi, Psychic Jean. Welcome, my friend.
Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Collective DNA. Connect with your tribe to activate and exchange codes. We connect with you all the time, and thank goodness, because it helps keep us sane.
Absolutely. And we are transferring, exchanging codes between us all the time when we're together like this. It's always a high vibe group too.
And remember, the crystalline transition doesn't evolve without some growing pains. However, during the process, we can experience symptoms of the body as we shed more of what no longer serves us.
Oh, yeah. I have ascension symptoms all the time in all different types of ways. Symptoms of an energetic upgrade or ascension flu. And you may experience symptoms such as vertigo, muscle pain, and sore joints, vision changes, sensitivity to light, sounds, and food. My knees today have been driving me crazy. They haven't bothered me in forever. And today, both of them feel very arthritic for some reason.
And yet, and a week and a half ago, every day there was some part of me that hurt. It was my knees or my shoulders or my feet for no reason, but I wasn't going anywhere.
Ascension symptoms, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So we can experience, sorry. Our chakras go under a cosmic change as they clear out the old programming. We can also experience and discover new chakras at this time, such as the thymus, the soul star above the thymus, the upper heart chakra, the soul star above our crown chakra, and earth star, the chakra below our feet. Together with the chakras in our hands and feet also come online as they go through an upgrade. How many of you have felt that upgrade already? We notice more heat from the hands and feet during this time. Our human design codes and DNA all have work to do. Change is necessary at a soul level now. We can no longer go back to our dense bodies. I love that. I'm sorry, I need to take that off.
And we bring our vibration from the third dimension and up into the fourth and fifth dimensions. As we become a more advanced light body and our crystalline structure is assembled from within, we may notice a range of other symptoms and emotions depending on what our soul is trying to clear at any given time. Know that there is a range of healing options to support you at this time. A big part of ascension is self-care, a lot of rest, sleep, and drinking lots of fluids. Fighting urges to be busy and do and just be.
That's a hard one for me.
Well,
what about you out there? But I've really been struggling with that right now.
Yeah, and I go from different times of the day to other times where I've got to be doing something I got to sit, It's difficult sometimes.
It is.
Invest in healing modalities such as kinesiology and acupuncture, chiropractor, osteopaths, naturopaths. Thank you. I couldn't say it. And homeopathy. Tune into your body during a quiet time or meditation for it to guide you to what type of modality you may need. Listen to yourself.
Exactly. You need to listen to your body. Self-care is paramount. And us Crones are not good about that. We're too used to taking care of everybody else but us. It's time to take care of us. The crystalline body, also called the light body, is viewed as the final evolutionary stage of a human's physical form. Physically, this evolution is related to the transformation of our very DNA. In traditional biological terms, human cells are primarily carbon-based. Humans are gradually transitioning towards silica or crystalline. Crystalline molecules have a greater capacity to hold light, of course, thereby increasing our physical body's ability to maintain higher frequencies of energy and consciousness. Becoming more crystalline is part of our ascension. It is necessary for our expansion as individuals and as a collective. And a lighter, happier, multi-dimensional being awaits. It's interesting because it's hard to think of myself as a light body. When I go into the Akashic records, that's who the records masters are to me. These just big, huge balls of light. Very rarely do I get any kind of physical body out of them.
I get a kind of everybody sees things differently. Mine's more of a shadow, but it's got a form in robes.
Interesting.
That's what I see.
Well, here's my version of what I found to be homo luminous, what we're all going to turn into. And I thought that was a beautiful piece of art.
Yes. Oh, what did everybody have to say?
I have no idea.
No, I mean the stored things.
Okay, let's see. Yes, it's lovely to have you here live, Sun Psychic Jean. We did have some star comments. Let's see. When we go physical, where are we going to go? Where are we going to metamorph given the chance? I have no idea. I just get this picture of us as crystal butterflies coming out of our human bodies.
Well, for crystalline, can't we just go wherever we want to go?
Yeah, but she's talking about when we morph from that dense body into the crystal body.
Who knows?
I know, right? Interesting, huh? Hey, Ruby Red Slippers. We actually just finished our presentation and are ready to read some cards and read some comments. If anybody has any comments about the show, that would be wonderful. And if you would like your cards read, that would be wonderful too. And just to remind you that Saturday, we have Diana, aka Oil Painter. She's going to join us at 8 o'clock Eastern. That's going to be our time, you guys. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be doing a show on the soul, our higher self, and the I am presence. So it really just falls along with the last 2 or 3 shows that we've done on this one, Crystal DNA and the Christ Consciousness yesterday. And I can't remember what the other show was, but anyway, I guess this will be the third one, the one on the I am, and the relationship between the I am, our higher selves, and our human body, human soul down here in hell. Oh. So, okay. Let me see what we've got. We can start with Anthony, because he asked at the very, very beginning, and let me
take a look at what else is there. I know there's 2 more.
Patricia and Mary Ellen. Anybody else? Let me know so I can put you in the queue.
And if you're like me, you have to read or go through the program again because there was so much information.
It really was. And you guys watched the wisdom circle yesterday. Jesus, I channeled Jesus. He came through with messages for all of us. And his energy is just amazing.
And both topics are interrelated, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. And the lovely ladies shared so much experience. You know, the wisdom circle is Heather and I, the lovely Sun Psychic Jean and Terry Lee. I can't remember her channel's name. Damn it.
I just had it and it flew out.
Pure Visionary Psychic Medium. That's it. And then Terry Suzuki from what's hers? Dream Journeys. Kigaroo Spiritual Journeys. Oh my God, I'm having so much trouble remembering things.
Oh, it's because we had too much information going through our heads all the time.
Okay, you got it, Erin. And Mary Ellen said she watched it live yesterday. It was great. Thank you, Mary Ellen. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see what you got. You know, am I mistaken in that there seems to be a lot of things about talking about dreams and dreaming big in the dream time as well as daydreaming?
Yeah.
Interesting. So Anthony really needs to know something about his finances. We're using 3 different decks, so it takes a minute to shuffle.
Yeah.
And I like to throw them on the floor, apparently.
Got to keep those. Okay.
You got it, Hypnicity.
Things are going to get better. I mean, the first one is that you're going to get a lot more clarity. And so you're going to understand. And it's saying, this is the Empress card, and it's saying, go for it. It's time to take action. And it's through your creativity. It says success that allows for a life of luxury. This one says yes. This one says yes. This says celebrate. So get ready to let your hair down and celebrate.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So it sounds to me like things are going to get a lot better for you. You're going to get more clarity as to what to do and how to do it to help get these things where you want them. But it should get better.
Okay. The first card I got was creation. They want you to know that you have everything you need to create the life that you want. Stop being afraid to take the leap. Stop being afraid. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop not believing in yourself, and do what it is that you think is right.
Take the action.
Take the action.
Mm-hmm.
Formation. Wait a minute. I had to... Let your emotions settle. Let your feel those, whatever these emotions are, feel them. Then let them go. But before you let them go, look at them from a different perspective. The situation is going to get better, but you need to hold space for that to happen. You do need to take this inspired action. You need to dream big. You need to dream whatever that dream is you want for yourself. You need to dream it big, like I said, and take action. But let your emotions get settled before you take any action. You need to come at it from a level head, a level point of view, so that you can make accurate action. If that makes sense.
And remember your creativity. It's important.
Always. Always. I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense to you.
Well, we both came up with the same thing.
Pretty much. Hi, Patricia. Miss Patricia Franzino is next.
All righty.
Anthony says, thank you. You all have always been on point. I'm glad. That's fantastic.
We're glad to hear it.
Oh, Hypnicity says, thank you. Love your shows. I learn or get reminded about so much. I know, us too.
Yes.
The more I know nothing.
That's the way I felt about teaching art when I got done in college. I said, I don't know enough to teach anybody, until I did my student teaching and found out how much they knew. I was going, I can teach this group.
Mm-hmm.
I know something.
Let's see what Patricia needs to know.
Okay.
Okay, I've got this one already.
Oh, go right ahead. I'm still
Range for me, but I've got it. They're asking you to go inside and center yourself. Take some time. Listen to your higher heart. Take some time to think about things that are actually working for you and the things that actually weren't working for you. Think about those things, and then release those allegiances that are not working for you anymore. People, places, things, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and get rid of those things so that you can live your life in harmony, dancing with the music of life. Music, harmony, that's the card. All right.
And what mine were saying, is two of them say basically the same thing. First of all, the first card was Dragon Strength. You have the power to do all this. You have the strength. Managing your resources wisely. You can do that. And you can achieve the balance that you need by reason. And they're also talking about eating. It's moderation. You can have things you like, just don't eat tons of them.
That's always been my problem.
Yeah, moderation. And this applies to everything. I mean, it kind of says the same thing. I know you can't see the cards, but moderation in what you're eating and your resources are just saying you've got the strength to put a break on if you have to, or to go ahead and spend, or whatever it is that you're doing if you have to. You have the strength to know what to do. They're just telling you, be the manager. Take control.
Yeah. Get rid of those things that aren't serving you, the people, let those allegiances go, and be in harmony.
Yeah.
And you will be in harmony. Thank
Yeah.
you, Akila.
Okay, and who's next?
Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen. How you doing there? That one popped out.
I got a good reading today. I went on a show with Wisdom. It was on Wisdom Seeker Jones' channel, and Sun Psychic Jean was there, and Tarot Stash. I think Gerald is a hoot. I absolutely adore him, and went on the show and got a reading from all three of them, and they were just beautiful. And I was listening to some of the other readings that they were giving. They are incredibly talented people. So heart-centered. And Gerald is just funny as rat shit. He's just hilarious. But you can see the love in his heart and his humor. Maybe we should get him on the show.
Yeah, we could do that if you're willing.
Okay, Mary Ellen.
Okay, well, actually, two cards came out from the Metatron deck. And the first one is Indigo, and it's Mystery and Mastery of Life. And then the other one is Codependency, Key to Freedom. So they're telling you these are things that are you're looking for the right things to give up, because this one says give up those things that don't work. So you need to be looking for the freedom from those, and you're looking inside of you, because you're not seeing all of them. Some of them are still mysterious to you. But they're also saying when you give up those things, now's the time to seek out those that will help you. So if you want to discuss it with your closest friend or something, and let them help you figure out what it is that you want to get rid of, because they will support you and they'll encourage you on your journey. So don't be afraid to ask others to help you, because sometimes the mystery is like really dark and you can't see. And it's the key to get out.
That's interesting. Mine kind of goes along with that. I got the center card, which is the one that's asking you to go in and center yourself. But it's also saying relax the hold. The next card is relax the hold of darkness and be it cause. And what that's trying to say is right now you need courage. There may be some crap going on in your life, and just know that you've got this and you can get out. You can make this work. And to be honest with you, it's a wake-up call. It's a huge wake-up call for you. I can't tell you what that wake-up call is for, but all I know is you'll know when you go inside and center yourself. You'll understand what that's about, what the letting go of the darkness and be it cause, whatever it is back there that is troubling you, so but you do have the courage to overcome it, whatever that is.
And even if it's mysterious to you, you'll find it because
Yeah.
it's key to your freedom.
Yes. Okay. I hope that resonates, Mary Ellen. And Miss Erin is next. Let me shuffle these.
Okay.
I'd like to muster some enthusiasm for my future. Any card, advice appreciated. Thank you both. You got it. Let's give you some magic. Okay.
Well, so far, all the cards that I've gotten for you have fallen out. It's,
Interesting.
yeah. I can't take 4 gone for 6. No, that you got to do better than that. Not 6
I was
cards.
going to say, I always drop too many when I drop them. It's never just one card. That would be easy.
Sometimes it's 2, but that's just a drop. Which one? Okay.
Okay.
If you want to go first, that's fine. Go ahead.
Well, I got the patterns, and the patterns card is usually talking about patterns in our lives, some good, some bad, some that we need to let go of. And in this case, I think you have to relax and hold the darkness and be it cause. This popped up again, which is kind of interesting. I think this is actually, this card is for all of us in the here and in the collective. Is we really both of these, we really have to look at the patterns in our lives, the things that are working and the things that aren't working. And some of those are really hard to let go because of the people involved, emotions involved. But if you do this, the dragonfly emerges from her cocoon and flies away into the sunset, her own authentic, sovereign being. Ooh, you got a lot to look forward. There's big changes coming for you if you will just go in and release that fear so that you can take the leaps that are coming up, because there are big changes coming up for you.
That goes along with this. It's saying go with the flow. Remember, you want to surf. You don't want to go into the real highs and the real low. I mean, you want to surf over everything. But make sure that you stay grounded, because if you don't, you're going to have some really surprises coming along that you can get swept off your feet. So stay grounded, stay surfing. In other words, keep your balance while you're surfing. Stay grounded, because otherwise you can have some surprises. And as long as you keep grounded and keep surfing, they're saying things are going to come around just fine for you with lots of abundance. So
crash,
yeah, no, but in order to have that, you need to release those blocks.
Yeah, I think that's what that card was talking about on both those last readings.
Yeah, you need to release the blocks, stay grounded so that you keep your foot in and don't get swept away or swept off your feet, and surf it. And that will make things work more easily for you.
Sweet. Hypnicity's next. She'd like cards, a reading for July, please. And Hypnicity is the last one that I have starred. We have time for a couple of more after that. If anybody wants to, I didn't catch you, or if you want your cards read. But just one or two more is all we got time for, I think. But Miss Hypnicity is first.
I'm glad it resonates, Erin.
I'm not sure Mary Ellen's did.
Sometimes it does take a while.
It does.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times things will happen and it'll be a week or two before I say, oh, you know.
And it's usually the one staring me in the face that I don't get for a while.
I know. Should have asked the question about this.
So cute. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. This is really kind of fun. Okay, first of all, I pulled Rediscover Your Childhood Innocence. Isn't she just the cutest damn thing you ever saw? She's just lovely. The innocence in her eyes, the awe in them, at life in general. I pulled her, and I also pulled Childhood Innocence. So you got the double whammy on the inner child. Discover that inner child. Go back. Discover that inner child. She's waiting. You are going to have so much fun together. And you're going to end up being free from judgment and free to love. You're doing the shadow work needed for freedom. You're doing the work. Keep it up. But focus on the childhood innocence, the childhood awe and wonder with life, because that's who you are inside, and that's who they're trying to bring out, not for just July, but for all time. So keep doing the work, Hypnicity. You're doing a great job. Just know that you'll be free. You have to be free yourself of judgment of yourself to make it you're free to love others unconditionally. So keep that work up. You're doing a great job.
And when you're doing that, you're doing what they're saying, nurturing yourself, because you're doing stuff for yourself. It says always be cautious and pay attention to the details. Be cautious and sorry about that. And meticulous. No, stop. Somebody walked by the door. Anyway. Stop. No.
I love that.
And it says use your wishes wisely and do dream big and take the practical steps to get there. Again, cautiously. And while you're doing all these things and you continue on the work that you need to do know that the tree dryad is a fairy. She's going to help you find all the answers that you want. So if you're having difficulty finding some of those things that you want to release, she's going to help you. You've got people and you've got entities helping you. So
that's lovely. Yay, fairy energy. Yes, we love fairy energy.
And be sure to listen for the music, because that's also going to help you find your answers to what you're going to do. Okay?
Well, that's kind of interesting. Well, I guess that's it for this evening. Our first 8 o'clock show. Check. Done. Fantastic. It was fun. I'm kind of excited about this time of evening. It feels good. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here tonight and supporting us in this show. Uh,
Thank you so much.
we love it and appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks again so much. And I hope you'll join us Saturday night when we have Diana, aka Oil Painter, astrologer extraordinaire, reads the Akashic Records, psychic medium. Oh my God, a musician, bike rider, Harley rider, amazing. Hey Jenny, I didn't see you to read cards, but that's okay. I'll catch you at practice.
And I wanted to tell you,
And Jenny's coming up too. I'm sorry, Jenny's coming up on the show in a couple of weeks.
and I wanted to say how honored we are that you're all our friends. We appreciate it.
We really are. We appreciate it very much. Until next time, I guess it's goodbye for tonight.
See you Saturday.
And thanks again for being here.
Yes.
Love to all of you.
Bye.
And off we go. Whoops.